guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be talking about Fashion Nova and the true scammers that they are. I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys in this video. It's something that really needs to be talked about. People like to tiptoe around Fashion Nova and the truth behind them because they don't want to be taken off that PR list. When you are seeing YouTubers, Instagram models, model Fashion Nova, they don't really like to speak on the truth about the company because they're on that PR list and they're getting their stuff free 99. Yes, it is true. I used to work with Fashion Nova back in the day, and when I was dealing with them, there were just a lot of things that I did not agree with. I will start with the fact that they weren't trying to pay me to promote, and at first I took the job on as, okay, they're not going to pay me, but at least they'll expose me to their large following that they have on Instagram. I was cool with that because I'm like, okay, they have millions of followers on Instagram. This will help me get followers, yada yada yada. But then I started to notice that they wouldn't really post my photos, and it was always the same group of girls. It's like they had their favorites and then that was it. And some of these girls, either we had the same amount of followers or less, or they had the ideal body type for Fashion Nova curve. I just noticed that they always post the same females. I'm out here freezing my ass off for free clothes and at risk for catching pneumonia, and they wasn't reposting me. So I'm like, this is not a business relationship. This is a, I'm helping you, but you're not really helping me. I just wanted to get out there the history that I've had with this company. I don't want people saying, oh, she's only talking down about them because they wouldn't pay her. Do you want your coin, sis? When you clock in at your 9-to-5 job, don't you want to get paid? This is the problem when it comes to Black YouTubers and social media influencers. Black people don't really want to support us because they hate. It's almost like they envy the fact that we can get a check from what we do. They wonder why we don't get a lot of offers when it comes to being a blogger. Like a lot of us bloggers, when it comes to us being women of color, we always get the shitty end of the stick. Me being a Black woman, I knew my Caucasian peers that I love, that I adore, were getting checks, and I wasn't. And I wasn't cool with that. I made a choice to stop working with them because I don't work for free. I will model stuff from Thriftway. That's how I started anyway. I started out modeling on Instagram and getting followers from modeling Thriftway clothing, rags. I also wanted to talk about the recent incident that Fashion Nova was in with Kim Kardashian. Fashion Nova copied her vintage cutout dress that was designed by Mullinger, and about less than 24 hours later, Fashion Nova posted a knockoff of the dress and they're retailing it at $50. So Kim was upset, and I'm just going to post her tweets of how she felt about the whole situation. In some cases, I feel like blogs were being messy, trying to make it seem like she was a part of Fashion Nova in some way, like she had some secret partnership with them. But I started thinking, why would Kim jeopardize her designer connections for a partnership with Fashion Nova? She already got money, and people have been knocking off her stuff for years. So I doubt that she would jeopardize her high-end designer connections for a Fashion Nova sponsorship. It just doesn't seem realistic to me. My theory though is during her fitting, someone on her team is leaking her latest style or outfit or whatever to these smaller fashion sites, these cheaper fashion sites, so that they can knock off whatever she's wearing, her style, her design, and recreate it and make it into a knockoff. I think someone on her team is leaking this information. I really don't feel bad for the Kardashians because they culture appropriate all the time, but I just wanted to use that as an example of the many times that Fashion Nova has basically stolen designs or recreated knockoffs just to make a sale. And it's like, what company are you really supporting when it comes to that? A company who really doesn't have any integrity. They don't have any creative direction really. Like they're literally waiting for the next girl on Instagram to post something that she spent hours creating just to recreate it and knock it off, just because they're a big brand. They have a lot of people backing them, you know, celebrities.
What's good, motherfuckers? It's your girl Cardi B, and I'm just reminding you that tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning, my music video with Bruno Mars, Please Me, is gonna be out. I'm scared, but you know, I like this music video a lot, so get ready for that. And I really just wanted to do a video because I'm really feeling myself, because I think I look beautiful. Love that dick from Offset.
And then they have these big manufacturers where they have tons of people in there recreating and redesigning these knockoffs for a smaller business. It's wrong. You know, it could definitely take a small business out of business. Fashion Nova has been stealing designs for years now. Literally years. Fashion Nova has taken designs from black designers who showcase their work on Instagram, and typically these are small designers and small business owners. So when their designs are stolen, it goes unnoticed. But because it was Kim Kardashian, because she has a household name, a huge platform, her voice was heard. Because they're black, because they're small designers and small business owners, their voice isn't heard. This is why I decided to create this video, was I want their voice to be heard. When I found out that these were black women, I was highly disgusted, because we're always being told we are not enough, but people constantly like to steal and take our personality. Like, they literally strip us of nothing and leave us with nothing. But you know, when it comes to being a black woman, we always come back. No one could really kill us or dead us, because it's us organically.
Black women get the most disrespected out of everybody. They get the most disrespected in the business, and they're the most supportive.
These people literally are watching our every move just so they can make something or create something to profit off of. But meanwhile, black women, we don't get anything. If anything, we get a lot of hate. We're always being told we're loud, we're ghetto, we're this and that. But why do people keep stealing from our swag? Kardashians are doing it. Fashion Nova's doing it. And honestly, I just feel like Kim Kardashian is a hypocrite. I really don't feel bad for her. I don't feel bad for her at all. She's stealing. She's been stealing too. Her sister's been stealing. They be stealing people's mans. I mean, they just steal. They don't know what's not theirs to touch at this point. So I don't feel bad for the Kardashians, but I do feel bad for these black women that I'm about to talk about and speak about. So the first designer that I have, her name is Jai_Niece on Instagram. I don't know her real name, but it's Jai_Niece. And when she spoke out about her designs, and I actually followed her on Instagram during this time, I don't know how I came across her Instagram. I think I followed her business account, which she has a store called Closet Envy with a K. And I'll make sure to leave all this information down below in the description box so that you can check out her store and support a black owned business. When she spoke out about her designs being stolen, people gave her a lot of backlash, and they told her that she should be grateful that a company like Fashion Nova are stealing her design. And she was like, how am I supposed to be grateful when I'm spending hours creating? And as a creator myself, you spend 12, 16 hours, 20 hours, sometimes weeks, sometimes months creating things just to have someone with higher manpower than you, or to have more manpower than you, just come under you and just steal your stuff. Like, why would you want to support someone like that? She spoke out about it, and I remember her speaking out about it on her Instagram, and I just remember reading all the comments and all the hate that she got. She eventually deleted the post, but she was once again just upset because she just couldn't believe Fashion Nova was doing this to her. Fashion Nova ended up buying one of her hoodies and stealing the idea from it, and then had the audacity to send it back to her. They ended up making the mistake of putting the shipping label from Fashion Nova's shipping department on the return label when it was sent back to her.
When Fashion Nova is so obsessed with you, they buy your clothes off your website and use it as a sample to remake it and resell it. So cute, Fashion Nova. So cute. I'm so happy that you guys are a fan.
They actually bought this item to recreate and didn't even have the decency to pay her for it. Like, if you're gonna steal somebody's stuff, you really gonna send it back? Fashion Nova, you really gonna send her stuff back? I'll insert the video of that. And this is what I don't get about the black community, but I'm making this video to make it known. Like, these are the type of people that you were supporting. You should go support the real thing and support closet envy. Support this young lady's business and get the real thing and stop spending your money with someone like Fashion Nova who scam and steal. So the second designer, her name is Shy Douglas. She's actually Ashanti's little sister. When Cardi B came out with her line, her collab with Fashion Nova, Lil Ashanti's sister went on Instagram and called them out for stealing her stuff. Called out Cardi and called out Fashion Nova for stealing her stuff, but once again, it went unnoticed because Ashanti's little sister didn't have a large following compared to Cardi B and Fashion Nova, so this kind of got swept once again under the rug and no one really knew about it. They stole her velvet design, which I'll put up a picture of what that looks like. Ashanti's younger sister launched her clothing line and it's called Dimes. She launched it back in 2014. During that time, she promoted a two-piece velvet outfit that would soon be released, but she had not released it yet. A year later, Cardi B releases a similar piece as a collab with Fashion Nova. You really don't want to sit here and think that a company like Fashion Nova would do something like that. Most bloggers won't call out Fashion Nova because they don't want to be taken off the PR list. And I also believe that Pretty Little Things, they like sister company with Fashion Nova. I believe they share the same manufacturer. They're sharing the same manufacturing facility when it comes to creating this stuff. Another black woman, black YouTuber, black businesswoman, her name is Dawana White here on YouTube. She talks about how she was recently scammed by Pretty Little Things because she was being honest in her YouTube video. I'll make sure to leave a link to her video down below as well so that you can check it out and do your own research. I'm not making this video to put Fashion Nova down, but I'm calling them out on their bullshit. I'm calling them out on a lot of things. If you're gonna have influencers work for you, you need to pay them, period. Sending them free clothes, and if you feel like sending them free clothes is of justice, maybe you should cut back on the amount of clothes that you're sending them if it's not in your budget, but you need to be paying them something. A lot of us influencers, bloggers, YouTubers, we need to really start supporting these black businesses and stop promoting what's trending just because it's trendy. And a lot of these companies like Pretty Little Things, Fashion Nova and stuff like that, they're not original. If they can't be honest with creating, why would they be honest with you spending money with them? This pretty much completes my video, you guys. But you make sure you comment down below. I'll have all the links that you need to do your research on this whole entire situation. Thank you guys so much for watching. Also, I would like to thank Voice for the People. They actually brought this to my attention. And I would like to thank Daytime Tea Time. They made a video regarding this issue, so I decided to bring this to light as well. Comment down below, what are your thoughts on this situation? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!